welcome to the channel, Guitars, Mods, and Music. I'm Paul, the beautiful Vita's behind the camera. Today we're going to set up this modern bridge on this Telecaster and we're going to intonate it. So we've already done a video on how to install the bridge and line it up. Now we're going to set it up, set the intonation, and get it ready to go. If you already know that your nut's cut correctly, and you're just switching out vintage bridge to a modern bridge, first thing you do is you put a couple strings on it, get some tension back up, then you make sure your neck's straight. You can pick one of these up at Stu Mac or on Amazon, put it up, make sure your neck's straight. We've got a video on that. I usually take a little light, shine behind it. Already done a video on how to straighten your neck. So that's the first thing you do, make sure that's straight. So once you have some strings on it, what you're going to want to do is go to your 12th fret. A good measurement to start with is 2 millimeters. You can get one of these on Stuback or Music Nomad to do it. I like to use feeler gauges. You can also get them anywhere, hardware store, Stuback. This is not a sponsored video. This is just the tools we use, the things we do here on this channel. So feeler gauges, get your 2 millimeters, go to your 12th fret. What I do, because I set all my guitars up with the same action. Not real high, not real low. But you can start with the 2 millimeter. And I put a piece of tape on it and I keep them just for setting my action on the guitars. So you take that feeler gauge and you're gonna run it right up 12th fret. You're gonna run it right up there, and you don't want the string to, you just want the string to barely touch it. You know, just barely touch it. It's nice to have one of these little kits. Music Nomad, they're pretty cheap little kits. They got just about everything you need when you're piddling around working on guitars. Got a 1.5 Allen, put it in their little handle deal. This is where you'll raise and lower your bridge. You want to raise and lower it till you hit right where you want it. Stop right there. That's your low E string, 2 millimeter. Good measurement to start with. A lot of guitars right out of the shop, that's where they have them set. Then you're going to go to your high E on the 12th fret. You're going to do the same thing. It's going to be 1.5 millimeters. So you do the same thing. You just raise and lower it back here until you get right to where you want it on that feeler gauge. Easy peasy. Now you got them two set. On Stu Mac, you can get a whole set of these. These have the radius already preset. You can get them for every type of radius that's out there. These are 9.5 radius. So what I do is, once I have my low E set at the 2 millimeter, the high E set at the 1.5, I set this right there, just right behind them Allen screws. And I take the Allen driver and I bring them all up just to where they just kiss the bottom of that radius all the way across. Now you have your radius set all the way across. Low E, 2 millimeter. High E, 1.5 millimeter. Put your radius tool on. Bring them all up just to where they touch that radius. See how that arches just like that, just like your neck. Same 9.5 radius that's on your neck. Then I like to turn it up. You don't have to, but I like to put it in the actual position that I'm going to be playing in. Now the better your tuner is, the better your intonation's going to be at the end game. These work good, they do it. But you can spend a lot more money and get a lot of better. But these little snarks, they work pretty good. I've left all my strings long because I plan on pulling these strings back off after I have everything done, and I'm going to throw a brass top nut on this thing. So now you want to set your intonation. Go to your E string, get her in tune, Stop it completely, let it clear, and hold it down on the 12th fret. If it's sharp, just take a Phillips screwdriver. If it's sharp, you're going to tighten it. You're going to go clockwise. You're going to tighten it. Don't go crazy with it. You know, maybe a quarter turn, something like that. Then go back, tune it. Go back and tune it back. So when you do that, it's going to tighten your strings. So you're going to have to tune her back down to your E. Stop it completely. When you've got 440 on there, got her tuned, stop it completely. There it is. Holding it on the 12th fret. That one's intonated. Go to the A string. All right, stop it completely. Little bit flat, counterclockwise. Just a touch. Don't go crazy with it. Tune her back. Stop it completely. Once it clears, now it's a little sharp. Stop it completely. Make sure you're still in tune. Yep. Tighten her up a tad. Just a tad. Quarter turn or so. Go back and tune it. Stop it completely. Still just a little bit sharp. There it is. Go through and do all your strings like that. As you're tightening them up, putting tension on the neck, once you've got all the way through them, go back. Once you have the tension on, you hit good tonation all the way through, you're almost guaranteed that your low E is going to be just a little bit out. When you get the tension on the neck, go back, recheck your neck for straight. If you got to tweak it. Done a video on that already. Then go back and go through it again. Tune it, go to your 12th, check your intonation. Once you can go all the way through, your neck don't move, you come back to your E string and everything's still where it was, you're in there. That's all it is. That's all it takes. It's not that big a deal. Couple simple tools. Feeler gauge. Like I said, I keep mine. I tape these, high E, low E. I keep them all the time because I set all my guitars up the same. You need your neck radius tool. Put that on there. Use that. Get your radius. You'll need your little Allen driver. Adjust your bridge. Phillips screwdriver. Adjust your intonation. So that's the steps. Put some strings on. Some tension on it. Check your neck for straight. Set your high E, low E, 2 millimeter, 1.5 millimeter. Put your radius tool on, radius your bridge, go through, tune it, intonate it. Tune it, intonate it. Get all the way through them all, come back, recheck your neck now that there's tension on it, go through and tune it, intonate it. That's all there is to it. I hope this was helpful. Have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'm Paul Hopley. Have a great day, great week, and remember, play your guitars, mod your guitars, and make them your own.